Aloha everyone, this is Dr. BethAnne. I am an intuition guide and I teach others on intuitive living and how to embody their intuition. So we are talking about intuition development on this channel, and I want to give you 3 very easy intuition practices that you can be doing today in order to work with your intuition and understand its language even better. So the first one is so easy. I do this all the time. This is what grounds my practice, and everything that I have learned as an intuitive, as a channel and a guide has all stemmed from this. You put your hand on your heart and you ask your heart with your eyes closed, what do I need to know right now? And then you write it down. I know it sounds so easy and it's so simple. You can also ask a question like, what do I need to know right now about, X, Y, or Z, fill in the blank. And you just drop into your heart and you listen and just sit with it, and then grab your journal and start writing and see what comes down. A lot of times our intuition can be a chatterbox, and sometimes it has just a couple words for us, like you need to breathe right now, or you need to pause, or you need to take a step back. So that's number one. The second thing that you can do is you can put out into the universe, into spirit, and say, I'm looking for guidance on this. I'm looking for intuitive guidance on, again, fill in the blank. Maybe you are missing a loved one and you want to know that they're okay. Maybe you have a difficult situation in your life and you want to know how to resolve it or how to move forwards. So think about the question and be as specific as you can be, and then assign spirit a way to communicate with you. So I'm going to recommend music if you're somebody who listens to the radio or your phone, because spirit really speaks through music. And then once you set your intent and ask it, say, I'm going to be listening to different music today. Speak to me through a song. Let your intuition know, because your intuition is your gateway to your voice of soul, right? And soul is part of the spirit world. So when you're asking your intuition, and when I say let spirit know, I'm talking about your guides and your higher self. So this is your voice of soul coming through, and you're letting yourself know, I'm going to be listening to music and I'd like to find my answer that way. You could do this with numbers. If you're a number person, say, help draw my attention to numbers. That makes sense to me. Maybe it's a color. You get to assign whatever it is you want. So just be specific about your question, and then let your guides and higher self know what you're going to be paying attention to, and then pay attention. Just see what shows up in your day, see what songs come on, see if anything jumps out at you. The trick with all of these things is you don't want to try too hard. This is not about, with intuition, the more we effort, the more we seem to block it, because efforting is pushing, right? And intuition is really about receiving, and it's about creating space to receive. So if you think about the energetic principles of how it feels in your body when you push or you struggle or you effort versus when you put your hands out and receive, you'll feel the difference, just in your heart chakra and your chest. So you want to just stay open and be open to allowing whatever's going to come in without trying to force it. And then the last one that I want to share with you, again, so simple, is use a book as an intuitive guide. So a lot of people use tarot and cards as intuitive tools. That's one of my very favorite ones. But it can be really fun and different to grab a book or even a couple books and hold the book on your heart and ask your question, whatever it is that you want to know. And maybe the question is just what is my highest guidance right now? What does spirit want me to know for myself? And then with your eyes closed, just hold the book and start thumbing through the pages and notice where you intuitively want to stop, and then see what's on that page. I like doing this with 5 or 6 books, and I will have my journal out when I'm doing this practice, and I will just make notes of anything that jumps out at me on the page, and then I see how they all connect and the themes and common elements that are coming through. But it can be simpler than that. It can just be one book, and you can grab a book that inspires you, a book that you love, a book that makes sense to you somehow, a book of meditations. It could be like Harry Potter, and you could see what happens in Harry Potter and what you're drawn to and what you intuitively can gain from that. So 3 simple exercises you can do. Put your hand on your heart and ask. tell spirit that you're going to be listening to music or a color or numbers, and ask what your question is, and then just see what shows up in your day. And then last, use a book, put it on your heart, ask your question, and then see what page you feel guided to open to and see what comes through. So those are all super fun ones and super simple. If you enjoy my content, feel free to subscribe and join me here for more intuition development. And my coaching and mentorship packages are all on my site, BethAnneKW.com, along with books and classes and all the good stuff and some free stuff too. All right, aloha and light, everyone. Be well.